Okay, who it'll
back
be?
to Ramble Gaming.
Who should I show my poem to?
It doesn't matter.
Is it Yuri? Should I do it to you?
Yuri?
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Yuri.
Want some more Yuri?
Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion, to be fair.
To be fair, it sucks. The end. Who should I show my poem to next?
I have 3 other girls.
Is Yuri reads the poem? Yeah.
As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes brighten.
Exceptional. I like the part where you put
What was that?
You wrote climax after writing like strawberry or whatever.
Strawberry Climax.
Ooh.
It's the name of my band. Did I say that out loud?
Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face.
He's going to hate me.
You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri.
That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Ah.
Yuri takes a breath.
So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before.
Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really.
Huh? Nani?
Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again.
Well, I know that. I just meant,
Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly.
yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter and form fit the two together.
Huh.
The end result... God damn it. Dugan, I can't play. I can't play. Sorry, Dugan. The end result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds
her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like...
Sounds like something. Yada yada.
Sounds like a weirdo.
Sounds like an expert. Okay. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem.
Alright, Yuri.
Not that just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I hope everyone in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though.
Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to the tsundere. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'll just show you my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Ooh, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be literature club?
Should we do the girl voice actor of the girl does it? Okay. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, the calms, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light
flickers.
The light flickers. I flicker back.
I flicker back.
Okay, then.
I'm sorry to have such terrible handwriting.
That was actually good handwriting. What?
Nani?
What are you doing, Rafi?
I'm looking for water.
Alright.
Who drank 2 already?
I did.
You already drank 2?
Yeah, I'm thirsty, dude. I haven't had anything to
Go
drink.
get you one. One of those is for me, one's for you.
Okay.
I wasn't thinking that at all. But it... Oh, yeah, it's you.
But it took you a long time to read.
Well, I just don't read scripts. Wait, whatever.
Don't read script very often.
I actually think your handwriting is pretty shitty.
Yeah? That's a relief.
Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you like it.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild.
Okay.
Something easy to digest, I suppose.
I flip it back.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Hoo-hoo? Actually, this story isn't about a ghost at all, Bafflin.
Dumbass.
I said, really?
I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all.
Okay.
But remember that poets often express their thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
Eh? It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so.
Alright.
Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you, Yuri. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Did we skip a
Yeah, probably.
think so?
She said you think so, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Ah, you know, I was really nervous about doing this, but in the end I enjoyed it.
Yay.
I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Bafflin.
Me too.
Me too. Alright, who's next?
Natsuki.
Alright.
The tsundere.
Well, it's not what I expected from someone like that.
Dang, that's a little blunt.
Well, excuse me, princess. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute
So basically,
enough.
it's not cute enough for your tastes.
Do you want to get smacked?
I'll pass. Actually, I wouldn't mind.
Hello.
Hello, Natsuki.
Sigh. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you like it. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek. Cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it.
It feels bad. We can definitely climb, leap, and race, so.
Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
Bullshit. Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. People don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves?
themselves.
Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. Right? So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then I made it fall flat on purpose.
Ooh.
It helps bring up the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went to it than I realized, huh?
Yeah, that's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't
I'm a
expect that from the
pro.
youngest one here, did you?
Yeah,
What is her
guess
hair?
not. I decided to humor her with that last comment because she's young.
Hair works.
I don't care how old everyone is.
Something.
Oh my god. But if Natsuki is feeling proud, then we'll take that, whatever.
Who should? Yeah. Who next?
Like the young girls.
Me, I guess.
Yeah, I'll do Rafi. Hey, Rafi.
This is a good poem, Bafflin. Are you sure it's your first time?
Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time?
I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really part of a club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said
So
before,
you're-
Bafflin. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something you're really good... that's something that only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here.
To get
I
laid.
just won't.
It says, then again,
Can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined.
She keeps skipping.
Knowing how much this means to her and all.
yeah. And I'm going to make sure you have lots of fun here, okay?
Fun, you guys.
That will be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then.
Yay. Now, you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about
He
that.
says... We'll see about that, yeah. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning. It makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast.
What?
She's my girl.
Oh man.
Classic.
Sayori, that was horrible. This is just a guess, but did you wait?
No. Just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself.
Don't be mean.
Oh.
Poor Sayori.
I still tried my best.
Ah, yeah.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god.
Oh no.
Oh god. We're under attack. That's just my alarm.
Uh-huh.
I didn't mean to say it like that. It came out nice, or how should I put it?
Basic.
It sounds just like you.
Basic.
Basic.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I want breakfast. I made eggs and toast.
Aw.
Even though you were late to school.
It's bad to skip breakfast.
Yeah.
I get all cranky.
It is. I always do it.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
This is so much fun. Monica's the best.
Yeah.
But next time, I won't forget. And I'm going to write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I look forward to it.
All right.
Here we go, Monika,
What's
my
Monika
bae,
do?
my bae. Nice.
Hi, Bethlehem. Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, do you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better? I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up.
She might kill me with
With her finger.
Yeah,
I'm much better off just going with the flow until
Spiritual
I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I'll have to.
Don't worry, Bafflin. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true.
Reading of that line.
Oh,
Alright.
really? What was it?
Nothing.
They'll all get past soon.
Yeah.
I had Monika my poem.
Mm-hmm. Great job, Bafflin. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you.
It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort.
That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right?
Ooh, yeah.
Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism.
That's what she likes. Imagery and
Unlike
symbolism.
Sayori, he likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness.
Okay.
Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it.
Yeah.
It's important.
It's very challenging to write like that effectively. Both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. It takes years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. Never really asked though.
I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet.
Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things.
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. Could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things.
Ooh, like you.
That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits
And
you.
your green eyes.
Everyone else might be a bit biased towards their own kinds of styles. That always help you find what suits you the most. Don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. Didn't someone else?
So-
Didn't Sayori say that?
Everyone says that.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good.
Except Natsuki. She said she was a pro. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. And that doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
I see. Well, let's read it then.
Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See? The direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend, I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he, on the other side, was looking in.
She was looking in.
I'm looking at you through the glass. Don't know how my time is.
This poem is about the glory hole I saw in the bar. So what do you think?
It's very free form, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, that kind of writing style has gotten pretty popular nowadays.
The glory hole.
That is, a lot of poets have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
The glory hole at the bar.
From last night?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
An epiphany?
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink.
Okay.
So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Oof.
Oof.
I guess that's
Oof.
everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is the lit club
Pretty
after
lit
all.
club, dude.
I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monika! A hoppery chattery.
What?
My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki.
Alright, next time around we'll get
Hey, Gingery!
Next time.
Shinshita Peppa!
Gingery. Alright, bye guys.
Next time.
Next time on Ramble Rating.
We're gonna have a talk between the purple and pink.
The, my two waifus.